A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eagles Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for exciting developmental basketball between our visitors from Quitman, Georgia, Rose Elite Academy, and your own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, we ask that you please stand for prayer and national anthem. Let us pray. Lord Father, thank you as always for allowing us to come here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. We ask you to keep everyone on this court free from all harm or injury. We ask that every word, action, and deed glorify you, Father. Heal those who are hurting physically and especially spiritually, Lord. As we head into Christmas, we ask that you help us remember we are worshiping the birth of our Lord and Savior. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And now our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the four core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. And now, for the starting lineups. First, from Rose Elite Academy, number 1, R.J. Gloucester. Number 3, Jeremiah Gabriel. Number 12, Ziari Anderson. Number 13, Aaron Rivers. 23, DeMarvion Brown. Rose Elite is led by head coach Eric Peak, and the athletic director is Tim Rose Jr. And now the starting lineup for the TBC Eagles. At guard, a 5'9" junior from Anniston, Alabama, number 11, Amir Hardy. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore from Melbourne, Florida, number 12, Jesse Mitchell. At guard, a 5'9" freshman from Orange Park, Florida and Puerto Rico, number 15, Brian Falcon. At forward, a 6'5" freshman from Valdosta, Georgia, number 24, Michael Carter. Center, a 6'7" junior from Orange Park, Florida, number 30, Will Masbach. The Eagles are led by head coach Brandon Raines in his first year and assisted by Joe Jenkins and Scott Olson. And great afternoon to everybody here inside Trinity Gymnasium and here online on TBC Eagles. The developmental team is about to take on Rose Elite Academy from Quitman, Georgia, led by Eric Peak and Tim Rose Jr. And yes, that is the brother of Xavier Rose. We are getting ready to begin. Will Masbach will jump things off for Trinity Baptist, and for Rose Elite, Ziari Anderson. We'll tell you more about each team in just a moment. Referee fakes out both players, and now the ball game is underway. Rose Elite is 13-1 this season. Their last game was a 106-63 win over Florida Coastal Prep. They're averaging 82 points per game and allowing 65. More in a moment. First, a missed opportunity on the dunk attempt by Ziari Anderson. And Will Masbach pulls down the rebound. Rose Elite is shooting 55% from the field, 30% from three-point range, and 72% from the free throw line. We'll give you the Eagles numbers in a moment. Meanwhile, Masbach is blocked by DeMarvion Brown. And Rose heads very quickly up the court, and this one goes out of bounds. Tim Rose is the athletic director of Rose Elite Academy, and the head coach is Mr. Eric Peak. Meanwhile, the Eagles, 1 win and 4 losses so far on the season. That win came over Lamar Sports Academy, but they've had a little bit of trouble of late. Lost at Potter House on Thursday. That's Jesse Mitchell with possession. Giving it up to Masbach. As you see in the comments section, our score line has decided to take the day off. Hopefully it will come back. We may have to start looking for a new one. Mitchell, 4-3, right as the buzzer sounds on the shot clock. Does not hit the rim, so that will go down as a shot clock violation. Eagles are 1-4, averaging 70 points per game. They are shooting 44% from the field, 41% from three-point range, and 63% from the line. Baseline and getting a layup to drop in is Ziari Anderson, who averages 16 points per game. Falcon outside to Mitchell. This is Michael Carter pounding the paint. Layup, however, does not go. And we have ourselves a foul as 2 men go for the rebound. And that foul is going against Will Masbach. That's our first foul of the game. Ball game just underway in case you're joining us. It's 2-0 in favor of Rose Elite. 17:46 left to go in the first half. The baseline and the ball stolen away. Michael Carter with the pick. And the Eagles look to tie the score or take their first lead of the afternoon. That's Brian Falcon from Orange Park, originally from Puerto Rico. Finds Mitchell with the bounce pass. Going inside is Mitchell. The ball's knocked out of bounds. Jeremiah Gabriel making the fine defensive play. We have our first substitution. Isaiah Washington will come in for Rose, and Ziari Anderson will head off. Falcon will inbound, 14 on the shot clock. Masbach to Amir Hardy. Tries to go inside, collides, and picks up a foul. First team foul for Rose. And now Amir Hardy will shoot 2. The foul was called on Aaron Rivers, his first personal. Hardy at the line, first of 2. It is good. He is now 3 for 6 on the season. And he has another one coming. That's the first point for TBC. It's 2-1, 17-16 left in the first half. Hardy made his first. Here comes number 2. It is good. Got the bounce off the rim, then the glass, and we're tied 2-2. Rose Elite with possession. The ball to the far side, back up to the top of the arc. Pull-up jumper. It is good from R.J. Gloucester. His first points. He averages 14 points per game. Rose Elite 13-1, having a phenomenal season. And they defeated Florida Coastal Prep 106-63. This developmental team for TBC has played Florida Coastal Prep a number of times. Mitchell with a three. Jesse Mitchell, the three-pointer, his sixth of the season. Mitchell averages 12.3 points per game with a season buzzer. That was the shot clock, and now a three-point effort off the back of the rim and a beautiful rebound by Aaron Rivers, and he puts it back in without touching the floor. That's his first basket. Aaron Rivers averages 15 points per game. Rose Elite is led by DeMarvion Brown with 24 points per game. Thank you to Coach Tim Rose. Family knows a lot about basketball. Of course, we know about Xavier, and of course, Jarius Rose played a couple years here at Trinity Baptist as well. And we have ourselves a foul. Brian Falcon will go to the line. Waiting to see which Rose Elite player got called for the foul. Brian Falcon, shooting two. He's averaging 11.2 points per game. And at the line, very nice, 78%. Make that 80 as he's now 8 for 10. No indication as of yet as who got called for that last foul. Substitution. Or no, not a substitution, just a change in personnel surrounding the lane. Falcon goes 2 for 2 at the line, his first 2 points. Eagles lead now 7-6, 15:50 left to go in a half. Will Masbach with the rejection on the layup attempt from Gloucester. Ball goes out of bounds. Of course, each team is saying it's our ball, and we're waiting for the official to make the announcement as the ball goes through the door. It will be Trinity Baptist ball. Masbach got the block. And it hit off a Rose Elite player. Masbach with possession outside the arc. Hand off to Brian Falcon. Masbach putting up the screen, 14 to shoot. And Falcon thought about the three. This time a fadeaway jumper is good. But he gets the basket, and it is 9-6 in favor of the Eagles. 15-18 and counting. A three-point shot off the rim, and a high leaping rebound for Michael Carter Jr., who stands at 6'5". And Falcon will walk the ball past midcourt. Jesse Mitchell with possession, double team. That allows Carter to get wide open. The assist goes to Mitchell, and the layup goes to Carter, who's averaging 8.8 points per game. It is 11-6 in favor of Trinity Baptist. Again, in case you're just joining us, that scoreline you see on the screen as malfunctioning. But we have a jump shot by DeMarvion Brown, who averages 24 points per game. That's his first basket of the afternoon. And the score now is 11-8 in favor of TBC. Falcon with possession at midcourt. Man-to-man coverage by Rose Elite. Falcon now through two defenders. Carter takes the pass, goes inside. He's double-teamed, and a traveling violation, so no shot, no basket, no foul. Carter wondering where that whistle came from, but it is Rose Elite's possession. 14-11 left to go in the first half. And a little delay as we'll have some housekeeping duties. And Rose Elite with the three-pointer could tie the score. Masbach doing the honors. So far, Rose Elite is at 4 out of 8 shots. Trinity Baptist 3 out of 4. One of those a three-pointer, and that was from Jesse Mitchell. And we may be able to get that score line going. It has come back on. Hopefully it will stay on. And we have two people working to try to get that caught up for you. Meanwhile, Rose Elite inbounds. Joshua Smith with the ball, walking it past midcourt. 11-8 TBC leads, 14 minutes left in the half. A lot of action. Game on the docket, but we're still early on. This is for three. It is good. That was Joshua Smith. His first basket of the game. He's averaging just 1 point per game. Limited opportunities for Smith, but he ties the score at 11. 13:36 left to go in the half. And hopefully we will have that updated. The score is now correct. Ryan Falcon outside to Hardy. Thought about the three, but he stepped on the sideline trying to shift his feet, and that'll be a turnover to give the ball back to Rose Elite. We're tied at 11. A substitution for Rose Elite. Entering the court for the first time is Isaiah Washington. $13:20 left to go in the half. Three-pointer from the corner is off the rim. That was Gabriel with the opportunity. Looked good coming out of his hands, but did not quite go down. Falcon outside to a wide-open Jesse Mitchell off the rim. Mitchell's been the Eagles' best three-point shooter this season. And coming up from behind is Falcon with a very nice defensive play. He will keep Rose Elite from getting off the shot. It'll be Rose's basketball. We have a substitution for Trinity Baptist. Looks like 4 new players enter the court. Jeriel Santana, Caleb Sullivan, Andrew Yarbrough, and Jalen Hardy. And Will Mosbach stays in. 12:59 left to go. In midcourt is Joshua Smith. Bounce pass. Going inside, but then dishing it out was Gabriel. Now the underhand layup. Beautiful move by Aaron Rivers. It's tough to avoid Will Mosbach, but Rivers with that great extension lays it in underhanded with the left-handed layup. Bounce pass gets away from Mosbach, and it's picked up by Isaiah Washington. 13-11 in favor of Rose Elite. Pass to the outside. That's for three. Off the rim. Rebound by Yarbrough. And Yarbrough will quickly work it way up the court and allow his teammates to get into position. Bounce pass to Caleb Sullivan. And Sullivan to Mosbach. Yarbrough is behind the arc. 13 to shoot. Sullivan, long three-pointer off the rim. And rebounded by Aaron Rivers. Hey, Rose Elite, they come to play today. Every team you see in this gym works very, very hard, and we have ourselves a foul on the floor. Coleman Smith coming in for TBC, Ziari Anderson, and R.J. Gloucester coming in for Rose Elite. Foul was called on Eric Upson. That's his first. It is team foul number 2. Trinity Baptist has also committed 2 fouls. And those fouls were on Caleb Sullivan and Will Mosbach. So 2 team fouls each. 11:54 left to go in the first half. 13-11. Line's almost ready to go. So we appreciate your patience. And a bounce pass inside the layup. Missed opportunity for Ziari Anderson. He walking it up the left side of the court. Yarbrough now back at midcourt. 20 on the shot clock. Yarbrough averages 1.3 points per game. Jalen Hardy averages 9. He has possession right now at the TC logo. That's Trinity Christian Academy, who shares this gymnasium. Hardy collides and loses the ball to Gabriel, who's going to go one-on-one. Sullivan did the right thing and didn't pick up the unnecessary foul, and Jeremiah Gabriel has his first basket, and Rose Elite leads 15-11. Gabriel averages 22 points per game, number 2 on the team. Hardy takes the pass, finds a wide open Jeriel Santana, 3.3 points per game, and that pulls the Eagles back to within 2, just under 11 minutes to go in the first half. The corner, 4-3, off the rim. Coleman Smith couldn't quite get there. The ball was taken away, and Coleman Smith will be called for the foul. That'll be number 1 on Coleman Smith. And shooting 2 is Ziari Anderson. I don't have individual stats for Rose Elite, but as a team, they're shooting 72% from the line. Back defensively is Jeremiah Gabriel. And the first of 2 is good. Jerry Anderson, rather, not Gabriel. And a substitution in between free throws. 2 Rose Elite players heading onto the court. Marvion Brown wears number 23, and Aaron Rivers is number 13. And free throw number 2 on the way from Anderson, who hit his first. And number 2 bounces around and drops in. So 4 points now for Anderson and a 4-point lead for Rose Elite. 17-13. About 10:34 left to go. He's worked the ball to Yarbrough. And Yarbrough gives it up to Hardy, a 3-pointer off the rim and the glass. And the rebound in the corner by Joshua Smith. Here midcourt. That one is a long 3-pointer. It's in and out. And rebounded by Hardy. Hustling his way up the court. Brown back at midcourt. Team shooting 50% from the field. Sullivan finds Yarbrough. Double teamed, and the ball is knocked away by Smith, but a foul. Both Smith and Gloucester were there. It looks like they called the foul on Smith. It's his first. It is team foul number 3, and we'll pause here for a timeout with 9:50 left in the half. We'll be back after this message from the NCCAA. Okay, it looks like the score line finally decided to cooperate. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Haven't had any issues with it until December, and then all kinds. Hopefully it'll stay with us the rest of the game. It is Trinity Baptist ball, 17-13 left in the first, the score with 9:50 left in the first half. And we're back underway. This is Andrew Yarbrough with possession, guarded by Gloucester. To the outside, Hardy, a pump fake from 3-point range. Tried to get to Smith. Shot clock expired, but they stole the ball anyway. And check out Yarbrough hustling back and knocking the ball out of bounds. Saved a potential fast break. Rose Elite will have possession. 9:33 left to go. To the outside, and a 3-point shot is buried by Joshua Smith. 20-13, Rose Elite leads. Trinity Baptist led 11-6, so it's been 14-2 since then. It's off the foot of Smith, but that'll go as a kick violation, and TBC will keep possession. 9:15 left in the half. And Hardy will inbound. Yarbrough taking the pass at midcourt. This is Micah Johnson. He's also gotten some varsity minutes as well. Stolen away. Long pass to Gloucester. One-on-one. Yarbrough couldn't get there in time, and Gloucester has his second basket. And now it's 22-13. Sullivan with possession on the double team. Yarbrough, pump fake, now will take the three, and it's good. Andrew Yarbrough averages 1.3 points per game. That is his first three-pointer of the season. And we have ourselves a whistle. And a few substitutions for TBC. I don't think there was a foul call. I think it was just an out of bounds. So now on the court for the Eagles, Yarbrough stays in. Falcon, Mitchell, Carter, and Johnson stays in as well. For Rosalie, it is Gloucester, Anderson, Brown, Gabriel, and the man who just stole the ball and sends this one all the way up the court, and the layup is good for R.J. Gloucester, who now has 6. And again, he's averaging 14. 24-16 the score. Yarbrough back behind the arc. Pass to Mitchell. 8 minutes left in the half. Carter is good. Michael Carter was pushed a little further outside the paint, but he was able to get the jump shot to fall in. He now has 4, and the Eagles are within 6. Remember, they led 11-6, so it's been 13-5. Rosalie since then to make it 15-5 now. Beautiful bounce pass to Brown, who laid it in. It is now an 8-point lead once again for Rosalie. Come here from Quitman, Georgia, in the Valdosta area. Falcon for 3. It's good. Brian Falcon now with 7, and TBC within 5. Team shooting the ball very well. 60% now for Rosalie. That one hits off the rim. 64% for TBC. Has come to life in the last couple of moments. Top of the lane is Gabriel. He's double teamed. His pass knocked away by Carter and picked up by Micah Johnson. So is intercepted. Falcon on the defense of Rivers, who finds help right underneath the basket in R.J. Gloucester, who now has 8. And it's a 7-point Rosalie lead. Trinity Baptist looking for its second win of the season. They're playing a very tough 13-1 Rosalie Academy. They get another steal. Throw the ball. Pointer, good. Joshua Smith, all 3 of his baskets are 3-pointers. And Rosalie has opened up a 10-point lead with 6:24 left to go. We're going to pause right here for the timeout. We'll be right back on TBC Eagles. (31-21) with 6:24 left to go in the half. This is the final game for TBC developmental team in 2024, barring any schedule changes. Their next game will be Saturday, January 18th against Fort Lauderdale Prep. Tip-off time still to be announced. If there are any changes, we'll update TBCEagles.com. A long pass is intercepted by Gabriel. And Gabriel outside the arc. Passes to Eric Upson, who lays it in. Gabriel with the assist. It is now 33-21, a steal. Another beautiful pass. And this time Upson lays it in again. He has 2 baskets all within the last few seconds. And we have ourselves a foul. Looks like it's going against R.J. Gloucester, his first. Team foul number 4 on the floor, so Trinity Baptist will inbound. Got a chance to say hi to Shadrach here just a moment ago from the men's varsity team. You and Micah Johnson, some beautiful plays, alley-oops teaming up, and Johnson laying it in, but Shadrach made those passes that made it possible. Didn't win the game, but you really pumped up your team and the crowd with that. So glad to see Shadrach finally get to say hello to him in person. Shadrach Kakura from Ghana. What city in Ghana, Shadrach? Kumasi region in Ghana. Well, that's a long way to come to play basketball, but we're very glad you're here. Shadrach enjoying his first season here at TBC. How do you like the school? He says it's pretty good. He doesn't have a microphone, but he is working our online scoreboard for the first time, so he's getting a hang of it now. One is rebounded by Falcon. Ball batted around and picked up by Jeriel Santana. Pass to Mitchell, intercepted by Gabriel, and a long pass. Santana somehow avoided contact and got the block. A beautiful defensive play. And the same thing on the other end by Jeremiah Gabriel, but the ball goes out of bounds off his hands. And great defensive work by both teams. And great camera work by Renajala Brown of the women's basketball program. Able to capture both of those terrific defensive plays. She's helped us out in soccer before, her first time doing a basketball game. And Tiny, you're doing a great job. They call her Tiny, but she surely does not play tiny. The arc, 1-on-2, finds Mitchell for three. It's a little strong. You can tell coming out of his hands, that ball was a little bit too strong. A great pass all the way up the court. Falcon with the rebound. Thought Gloucester was going to have his 10th point on that one, but the ball just wouldn't break. Sullivan outside the line to Falcon. Pump fake for three inside and dishes it up. And a ball stolen away by Gloucester. He goes 1-on-3, and Jesse Mitchell, a late whistle, but he'll get called for the push. I don't think Jesse agrees with the call, but that is going to be personal foul number 1 on Mitchell, number 5, team foul for the Eagles. And Gloucester will shoot 2. He already has 8 points. These are her first free throw attempts of the afternoon. Again, we don't have the individual numbers, but 72% coming in. Rosalie's 2 for 2 at the line, both of those by Ziari Anderson. And this first one is a little short off the front of the rim. 4:30 left to go in the half. And Rosalie has really come to life. Trinity Baptist had a great run for the last few minutes. They're shooting 54%, but Rosalie is at 58%. They're also 3 for 9 from three-point range, and all of those were from Joshua Smith. Trinity, though, is 4 for 4 from three-point range. Second one goes through. So 1 for 2 goes Gloucester. He now has 9. And we have ourselves a whistle. Ball goes out of bounds. And TBC will inbound. 26 on the shot clock. 4:26 on the game clock. Brow takes the inbound pass and might have gotten away with moving both of those feet. Ball batted up into the air. That was DeMarvion Brown. Gabriel now to Brown to the outside. Three-pointer, a little short off the rim, but the hustle rebound by Anderson. And Rosalie will reset. That one is for 3. It's off the rim once again. Mitchell pulls it in and has it stripped away immediately. Rosalie, they will pound the boards as well. And another great pass. This one from Brown. Inside, I believe that was Isaiah Washington, if I saw that correctly. Washington with his first basket. Sullivan with possession. That's Santana. No, I thought that was down, but it came back out. That was Washington on that last basket. One good thing about YouTube having a 30-second delay gives me a chance to check the replay. Eagles work the ball to the left side. 3:16 and counting in the half. Outside to Mitchell. Double teamed in the corner, but he has some help as well. And is off the leg or the foot of DeMarvion Brown. 2:13 on the shot clock. 2 Eagles and 1 Rose Elite coming in now. Aaron Rivers for Rose, and Ziari Anderson will head off. And the first look at DeShannon Williams this afternoon. He'll come in along with Amir Hardy. Yarbrough and Santana will check out. Hello to Kevin Kahn watching us on the live feed. Jabari Quinn is available today. He's been out hurt, but Coach Raines told me that Jabari is available for today's game. A shot clock violation will turn the ball back over to Rose Elite, who put on really good, tight defense. That is turnover number 6 for TBC. Officials now, they're going to ask about the shot clock and make sure possession is correct, and they say it is. So TBC had 13 seconds. They might have thought they had 20. The turnover gives the ball to Rose, and with possession is Smith. Outside the paint. Ball batted away, but regained by Rose Elite. Short jumper is good. That's Gloucester, who's in double digits now with 11. He's a leading scorer on the court. Under 2.5 to go until the intermission. Fast-paced game, just a few stops in play. Loose ball to Sullivan for 3, a little wide to the right. Masbach rebounds over 2 Rose Elite defenders. But then a strip, this one by Gloucester. Alley-oop attempt does not go. Man down, but he pops up very quickly. Another steal. And that man who was down and popped up was Rivers. He tries to slam dunk, but instead gets the finger roll for the basket. Rivers wanted to dunk it, but wasn't quite close enough. He did the wise thing, didn't try to show it off, and got the 2 points. And we have a hacking foul now called against Rose Elite. And that will go against Aaron Rivers. That's number 2 on Rivers. Ash Scott now joining us. I love seeing those names pop up on the screen. And Trinity Baptist will send a few men into the game. Carter along with Falcon and Jalen Hardy. With possession is DeShannon Williams. Hardy now takes the pass. 10 seconds to shoot. Eagles need to watch that shot clock. They've had 2 violations already. This 3-pointer by Hardy off. Carter keeps it in play. A beautiful job and a great pass to Williams. Rose Elite does not make things easy for TBC. 10 to shoot. And Carter has the ball slapped away. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Anderson. TBC has 9 seconds to shoot. Inbound pass coming right under the basket. Falcon to Carter. And outside, 6 seconds. Williams has 3 seconds. The shot is good if it goes. Does not go, and it's rebounded by Eric Upson. Trailing 42-21. Rose Elite has really had a great run in the second half of the first half. They're shooting 60% from the field, 18 for 30. TBC not too shabby at 47%. They've gone cold the last couple of minutes, however. And it looks like Rose Elite's going to work that shot clock down. 2 seconds, 3-pointer, counts if it goes. And it will hit the rim and bounce out of bounds over to TBC, who has 32 seconds on the game clock. Of course, 30 on the shot clock. Ryan Falcon will work it past midcourt. Williams to Hardy. Back to Williams. NBA range 3 off the rim. And a ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Carter, so it's Rose Elite's possession with 21 seconds left, so no shot clock to worry about. And a few substitutions now for Rose Elite. Coming back in is Joshua Smith, and Gabriel will come back in as well. So the final 21 seconds. They're going to let the ball roll, save a couple of seconds before Gabriel picks it up. Cross midcourt. Outside is Aaron Rivers. And they work the ball back to the top. Gabriel, touch pass to the outside. three-pointer just before the buzzer, missed by Gloucester. 2 seconds left, and that one was a little too late, would not have counted, and that brings us to the end of the first half with the score 42-21 in favor of Rose Elite Academy. So they double up Trinity Baptist here in the first half, thanks to 58% shooting from the field. TBC at a very good 42%. And we'll give you more numbers as we get ready for the second half. You're watching JV Developmental Basketball here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium. We're ready for the second half between the Eagles and Rose Elite Academy. And Rose had a fantastic first half, 42-1, 56% shooting to Eagles 42. The biggest difference, second chance points, 10-0 in favor of Rose Elite. Fast break points, 22-6. So that's the biggest reason for the difference. Individually, R.J. Gloucester leads everybody on the court with 11 points, 9 for Joshua Smith and DeMarvion Brown. A couple of score corrections from the first half. 6 points for Aaron Rivers to help lead Rose Elite. Hardy with the jump shot, hits off the rim, and Rose Elite goes very quickly up the court. A three-point shot, in and out, and a great rebound of his own miss from Aaron Rivers, but the second chance is rejected. And Hardy works quickly up the right side. Leading scorer for TBC is Brian Falcon with 7 points, followed by Michael Carter Jr. with 4. And a number of TBC Eagles have either 2 or 3. Nobody is in foul trouble. Aaron Rivers has 2. Anybody else with the foul has just 1. Michael Carter was looking for a whistle but didn't get the call until the ball went out of bounds. So Rose Elite has possession. Each team has hit 3 3-pointers. And there, I thought we were going to have a 3. This is for 2, and it's in and out from Gloucester. If I can quit hitting the back button, I might be able to stay on the live stats page a little better. Again, those second chance points and points in the paint, the biggest difference in the game. Mitchell is blocked. Very quick transition up the left side of the court. And we have ourselves a timeout as Anderson was headed to the basket. This is the first timeout called by either coach. It'll be a 30-second timeout. All the other stops in play have been for out of bounds. Actually, you did have a couple of timeouts in the first half. Other than that, out of bounds or fouls. And with 18:28 left to play, the Eagles have some work to do. They have turned it over 5 times. Rose Elite just 1. Rebounds were very even at halftime, 11-9 in favor of Rose Elite. It's now 13-10. Rose Elite, though, has stolen the ball away 4 times. So there you see the biggest differences in the game. As it's 42-21, neither team has scored yet in the second half. That will change before too long. This is Jeremiah Gabriel with possession. Shot clock is at 14. Remember, they called timeout during a transition. Gabriel, 4-3. Falcon got on him defensively, may have thwarted the shot just enough. And the Eagles come away with the rebound. Hello to LaShawn Reynolds, cheering on Rose Elite. And Falcon back at midcourt. He is guarded very heavily by Aaron Rivers. Work the ball to Hardy on the left side. Hardy to the top, inside the paint. Tries to get it to Masbach. And it goes off Masbach and out of bounds. I thought Hardy was going to take it up himself. But the turnover gives the ball back to Rose Elite. 17-37 and counting. Gabriel guarded by Hardy. This is for 2. It's good. It's a 2-point shot for DeMarvion Brown. He's now in double digits. He averages 24 points per game. He was just inside the blue line. Remember, the outside blue line is a 3-pointer. Carter will get called for the travel, trying to get around his defender. That was DeMarvion Brown. And Rose Elite, with a 44-21 lead, will get possession. 17-15 left. And a substitution. Nope, not a substitution, just players trading spots on the floor. And a bounce pass to the corner. Brown thought about the 3, instead got the ball inside to Anderson, who was called for the travel, so no shot. Jalen Hardy over at the table. He will come in for Michael Carter. And the Eagles have possession. Eagles are playing well, but Rose Elite, with that fantastic defense, has gotten some steals and forced a few turnovers, and, of course, shooting close to 60% in the first half. Bounce pass after another steal. Rivers is batted away by Falcon, who comes away with the ball. Quick transition up the court. Falcon now guarded by Gloucester. And Falcon will back it up to midcourt. Has options to both sides and dishes it off to Hardy. He's in three-point range. Mosbach using himself as a screen. Couple of handoffs. Hardy with a pump fake. 9 to shoot. Outside to Falcon. And the three-pointer from Falcon is good. Brian Falcon with his second three. He now has 10. It is 44-24. 20-point lead for Rose Elite Academy. These two teams are slated to meet up 2 more times here inside Trinity Gymnasium. And a great pass inside to Anderson, who now has 5 points. January 20th and February 10th. These two teams are scheduled to hook it right here once again at Trinity Gymnasium. That's Amir Hardy for 3. It's off the rim. And a rebound by Rose Elite. And quickly up the court, long pass. Falcon got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. It's Rose Elite's basketball. 15-33, and one man from each team will now take a teammate's place. Caleb Sullivan for TBC and Isaiah Washington for Rose. 22 on the shot clock. 15:33 on the game clock. And that one is for 3. It's off the rim. Sullivan with the rebound. Caleb Sullivan averages 12.8 points per game, looking for his first basket of the afternoon. Sullivan, the freshman, or sophomore rather, from Lecanto, Florida. And a pass to Hardy. One-on-one, Hardy to the hole, and it's good. That's Jalen Hardy's first score of the game. He averages 9 points per game. Eagles, though, still have a lot of work to do. They have their three-point shooters on the court, Sullivan, Falcon, and Mitchell. Mosbach inside the paint. He has to watch that and make sure that Rose Elite doesn't get inside. Shot clock is down to 8. And a 3. Off the rim, right to Sullivan. Caleb Sullivan will position himself to get those long rebounds. Pump fake from 3, goes inside, and he's rejected. That's Ziari Anderson with the block. And Anderson also comes away with the ball, and Gabriel will bring it past midcourt. Bounce pass inside to Anderson, one-on-one with Mosbach. Mitchell with the steal. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Nice job by Jesse Mitchell. Falcon across midcourt. Outside to Hardy. That's for 3. Good. Jalen Hardy had the best look that anyone has had from three-point range today. The basket is good. Timeout, 46-29. 13:57 left to go. It's a full timeout. We'll be back. (46-29). 13:57 left to go. And we are back underway. Joshua Smith bringing it up court, has Gabriel on the court with him along with Brown. With the ball was Washington before the pitch back to Brown. The jump shot no good. And Anderson, the 5th man for Rose Elite. Falcon, Mitchell, Sullivan, Hardy, and Mosbach for TBC. And that is Brian Falcon. Three-pointer, in and out. I thought that was going down, but it didn't. A good screen set up by Mosbach. Falcon had a really good look, just wouldn't go through. Quick movement to the corner. Smith, another one in and out. That ball was halfway down. Mosbach with the rebound. Falcon guarded heavily by Joshua Smith to the outside. Another wide open look for Hardy. This one does not go, however. Both teams missing some threes in the last few exchanges. Another one for three. That one too short and wide to the right. Goes out of bounds. Fans love to yell air ball. You see that pretty much every time. Mitchell will head out, and taking his spot on the court will be Micah Johnson. And Falcon will walk this one past midcourt. 46-29 in favor of Rose Elite Academy from Quitman, Georgia. Tim Rose, the brother of Xavier Rose, is the athletic director and assistant coach. And we have ourselves a foul that will send Jalen Hardy to the line for two. We'll see which player got called. Looks like Isaiah Washington with his second. So Hardy will get his first opportunities of the afternoon. And the first free throw is good. Hardy now with 6. These are his first free throws of the season, if I'm seeing this correctly, and I'm not, so I'm going to refresh that and try again. Meanwhile, Hardy goes 2 for 2, 7 total points. And those were his first free throws. He missed some time due to injury. But 7 points and a 46-31 lead for Rose Elite. Sullivan on guard of Rivers. To the corner, under 10 to shoot. Gabriel guarded by 2. And his pass stolen by Falcon. He finds Sullivan one-on-one and a foul. Joshua Gloster's second personal foul, team foul number 2, and Caleb Sullivan will go to the line. Sullivan so far this season, perfect in 5 free throw opportunities. He will have 2. And Sullivan looking to get on the board. Number 1 is good. As a team, the Eagles came in 73% from the line. And they have not missed a free throw today in 7 attempts. And now, number 8 overall. This one, of course, I had to say that, and jinx. That one does not go. And a rebound batted around a few times before being pulled in by Aaron Rivers. He's double-teamed, but he finds help underneath, gets a great pass to Ziari Anderson, who lays it in to give himself 7 points. Rivers with the assist, 48-32. Hardy to Sullivan. Carter, or rather Johnson, left side of the paint, layup does not go. And a rebound for Jeremiah Gabriel. Crosses midcourt very quickly. And now a pump fake from 3 from Smith. A great bullet pass inside. Mosbach got a fingertip on it, but check out Rivers following his shot, getting the rebound and the bucket. 50-32 the score. Side, this is Johnson for 3, little strong, and rebounded by Rivers. And Rivers has had a whole lot of action. He has now 9 rebounds for Rose Elite. And the behind-the-back pass is stolen. Caleb Sullivan to Brian Falcon. One man to beat, and he does. Falcon now with 12. He leads TBC. Averages 11.2, and he still has almost 11 minutes left. The bounce pass stolen away. And that led to the bucket from Falcon. Johnson on guard of Smith. And Rose will back it up near midcourt. 8 seconds to shoot. Now down to 5. Rivers thought about the 3. 3 seconds left. Gabriel turnaround jumper off the rim. Rebound Will Mosbach. And he gets the ball to Brian Falcon. Great defense by Trinity Baptist. Forcing a last-second shot, a miss, and getting a rebound. This is Hardy for 3. In and out. And TBC now down to 41%. Rose Elite down to 48%. Remember, they were in the high 50s in the first half. So both teams having a little trouble in the early going halfway through the second half. 2 opportunities, both go astray. And Falcon pulls this one up the right side of the court. Loses the ball, but gets it right back. Sullivan heard footsteps coming from behind and buries a 3. What a job by Caleb Sullivan. He must have heard a defender coming up from behind because he pump faked, let the man leave his feet and come down away from him, and then buried a 3. And we have ourselves a whistle. Timeout called by Coach Eric Peak. 9:27 left. Full timeout. Stay with us. .927 left to go. Eagles on a very nice run. They have outscored Rose Elite 16-8 in the second half after trailing 42-21 at the break. Rose Elite, though, has possession. 15 on the shot clock. Pass inside the paint. Knocked away, and then Falcon picks up the rock. Eagles are playing much more solid defense here in the second half, and an opportunity, though, goes astray for Falcon and TBC. They've gotten the deficit down to 13, and a foul. That one looks like it will go against Micah Johnson, and that'll be his first. Team foul number 1. And shooting 2 is Isaiah Washington, his first attempts of the afternoon. 3 for 4 as a team is Rose Elite. And number 1 is good. Both these teams doing very well at the line. Limited opportunities. Trinity Baptist is 7 for 8 and now 4 for 5 for Rose Elite. It's been a very well, cleanly played game. Not many fouls. And number 2 coming from Washington is also good. He now has 6 points. Make that 4. 52-37 in favor of Rose Elite. Eagles with possession, under 9 minutes to go. Bounce pass to Michael Carter. All the way across. And Carter works it around, eventually to Sullivan, who hits another 3. Caleb Sullivan doing his specialty. He now has 21 3-pointers on the season. He is a 70% three-point shooter this season. Hardy for 3, little bit short. That would have really ignited the crowd. It's a 12-point deficit. That one would have made it single digits. Yes, you heard me correctly. Caleb Sullivan is now 21. He came in at 70.4%. He now has 21 3-pointers this season. A deuce for DeMarvion Brown, now with 13 points. Well, you consider 33% good from 3-point range. What about 70? That one is a little too strong, does not go. Sullivan has been on a roll, but that one did not fall. He is now 3 for 5. This one goes out of bounds, or 2 for 5 rather. And it looks like a foul has been called, or has it? Yes, it has. It's called on Jalen Hardy. Aaron Rivers will shoot 2. These are his first attempts from the line. Rose Elite as a team, 5 out of 6. And now Rivers with his first. No good. 54-40, 7:43 left to play. Eagles trailed by 21 at halftime. Right now, trail by 12. Trying to make a fantastic comeback. They've outscored Rose Elite 19-12, pending the second free throw from Rivers. And it is no good. Carter with the rebound, and he throws it off the body of Gabriel. So it will be TBC's ball. Gabriel had come out. I didn't see which player came in for Gabriel. And now I do see it's R.J. Gloucester. So on the court, Gloucester along with Brown, Rivers, Smith, Anderson. And a missed opportunity for Michael Carter, but he gets the rebound. Second chance, no. Trinity Baptist really trying to get into single digits and make a terrific comeback. Jesse Mitchell on the court, along with Falcon, Carter, Johnson, and Sullivan. And Carter picks up the loose ball, but has his pass throttled away by Rivers, who will lay it in off the glass. Aaron Rivers now with 10. And a 16-point lead. Trinity got to within 12, but then 4 yet unanswered points for Rose Elite Academy. Coming up on 6.5 left to play. This is Johnson. Jump shot, good. Micah Johnson averages 5 points per game. It's his first bucket. Eagles had gone cold the last couple of trips. They're down to 39%, and we have ourselves a whistle. I believe it was out of bounds. Falcon with the steal, but his dribble hit the sideline. And Falcon, talking to the ref, saying he was more frustrated with himself than the call. He knew that he hit the ball out of bounds. Jump shot, no good. Pass inside to Anderson on the rebound, and Ziari Anderson now has 9. 16-point lead for Rose. 6 minutes left right now. Sullivan to Carter. Double team, finds Mitchell in the corner. The long pass, batted up in the air and stolen by Anderson. All the way up the court to Gloucester. A bounce pass inside to Brown. Turn around, layup off the glass and one. DeMarvion Brown now with 15, could be 16 in just a moment. And we'll see which Eagle got called for the foul. It was Jesse Mitchell, that's his second. Team foul number 3, and Brown at the line. He is 1 for 1 so far. Had a 3-point play, similar to what he's trying to do right now back in the first half. Will Mosbach in for Michael Carter. 5:46 left to play. Not sure what the delay is about. Brown and the official talking to each other. Now Brown is ready for his chance at a 3-point play. It's good. That's now 16 points for DeMarvion Brown. 5:46 left and a 61-42 lead for Rose Elite. Falcon out, Andrew Yarbrough in. Yarbrough from right here in Jacksonville. And Yarbrough wearing number 5. You just saw him cross your screen into the front court. Johnson at midcourt. Bounce pass. Santana could not get by Smith. Kicks it outside, almost a steal. Santana, short jumper, no good. Ball kept in bounds, and Rose Elite with possession. And already leading by 19. They turned a 12-point lead into 19 after TBC was making a big run. And Anderson looked like he mistimed his leap on the shot. And that will give the ball back over to TBC. Now our first look this afternoon at Gary DeLeon Rivera, who takes over for Jesse Mitchell. The Eagles, have still a lot of work. They made a good run a few minutes ago. Let's see if they can do it again. Coming up on 5 minutes left. This is Micah Johnson. Jumper. Good. Johnson's second score, both within the last couple of moments. 61-44 the score. Rose possession. That's Josh Smith. And a push. That's going against TBC. And it's called against Jeriel Santana. No, it's called against Rose Elite. Let's see that again. No, it is Santana. players looked like they were going to go the other way. So Santana, his first, team foul number 4. Santana on guard of Josh Smith. And Smith gets around Santana in the paint, tries to dish it off, and it's knocked away. Santana got his hands on it, and then it was De Leon Rivera. And now Yarbrow's jumper is too strong. Off the glass, Rosalite sends it all the way up the court to Brown. And outside for 3, missed opportunity. Second chance, 1-on-2, and knocked away by Santana. 15 to shoot. It's too strong. Did not hit the rim, but this one goes through the rim. A terrific move from R.J. Gloucester, who now has 13. 4 minutes left right now. 63-44 the score. Santana takes the pass from Yarbrough. And now we'll see if Rosalite starts to work down the clock. If they get scoring opportunities, they're going to take advantage. They average 82 points per game. The ball was tipped, so it's still alive, and then a whistle. And we'll see what that call will be about. Looks like it's going to be TBC's ball. Official explaining to Coach Peak that it, yes, was tipped, but then the whistle, and I didn't see the reason for the whistle. It's Trinity Baptist's ball with 20 on the shot clock. They didn't call a foul. And now we'll have a delay as Coach Peak is going to head over to the scorer's table and have a conference with one official and Coach Brandon Raines. His first year, Coach Raines, he is a Trinity Baptist College graduate. Come back to help take over the developmental team. He's assisted by Joe Jenkins and Scott Olson, who also has helped coach TBC Eagles softball. Went away for a year and has come back to help out with the basketball program. And we do welcome Coach Rob Blackmer, our new softball coach here at Trinity Baptist College. And with him, from what I'm hearing, is coming some really good talent. That is Johnson for 3 with 2 seconds left. It goes off the inside of the rim. And a long rebound picked up by Isaiah Washington. You can read about Coach Blackmer on TBCEagles.com. And you can see about that three-pointer from Aaron Rivers. He now has 13 points, and Rosalite leads 66-44. A steal by Rivers. One-on-one with Yarbrough and a foul. Andrew Yarbrough, his first, team foul number 5, and Aaron Rivers shooting 2. Nothing out of 2 so far at the line for Rivers. Rosalite shooting 48%, TBC at 38%. Rosalite has now taken over the second half lead, 24-23. And Rivers now ready to shoot 2. And number 1 is good. So Rivers is now 1 for 3 overall, 14 total points. And we have a whole slew of Eagles coming onto the court. Jordan Raines, number 3. Jabari Quinn, number 50. Haddon Sullivan, number 22. And DeShannon Williams, number 4. And now, Micah Dixon. So 5 new Eagles on the court. First free throw went through, and number 2 off the rim. And this one grabbed by Washington at the baseline. Coming up on 3 minutes left, 67-44. Gabriel guarded by Micah Dixon. And Dixon putting on a pretty good press, forcing Gabriel to send the ball to the far side. A three-pointer from Rivers, no good. And check out Micah Dixon with the hustle, getting that long rebound after playing very good defense against Gabriel. This is Jordan Raines. Bounce pass inside to Dixon, but knocked away and stolen by Rivers. Coming up on 2:30 left. Dixon hustling back, forcing Rivers to dish it outside. The double team, but then the pass to Rivers. Turn around inside the paint and off the glass. And Aaron Rivers now with 16. 2:20 left to go and a 25-point lead for Rose Elite Academy. Jabari Quinn at midcourt. Glad to see him out there on the court. Suffered some injuries. Haddon Sullivan for 3. It's good for Haddon Sullivan. 69-47. Jeremiah Gabriel with possession. And this time, a three-point shot. That one hit the top of the backboard, then off the shot clock, so that is out of bounds. And it goes over to TBC. $1:49 left to go. Raines, Williams, Quinn, Haddon Sullivan, and Dixon on the court for Coach Brandon Raines. And this is Haddon Sullivan with the pass to Jordan Raines, and the layup is good. Jordan Raines on the board. Averages 1.3. And it is a 20-point deficit, however. Go to 14-1 on the season. The Eagles will go to 1-5. Again, this is it for 2024. As that shot picked up by Washington. Pass inside and off the glass, does not go. Out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to go to Trinity Baptist. The next developmental team game, January 18th against Fort Lauderdale Prep. Great pass inside. Dixon misses. Raines, second chance, also does not go. The varsity team has 3 games coming up this week, all away, all against NCAA Division II teams. First, the Eagles will be at Palm Beach Atlantic University on Tuesday. That's December 17th, 6 p.m. tip-off. All the live video and live stats links are on the schedule page. On Friday the 20th, Trinity Baptist will play at Florida Tech in the Florida Tech Winter Classic. And on Saturday the 21st, they will play at Florida Tech against Lynn University. Dixon with the steal and the basket. Micah Dixon on the board. Shot clock is off. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the live feed. Thank you for letting us know you're watching. Without you, there's no reason to do the broadcast. Rose Elite, 69-51. It looks like they're content to let the clock run down, but Dixon wanted to get the steal. The pass, 4 seconds left. 2 seconds, Gabriel will take the shot, and that's the ball game. Final score, Rose Elite Academy 69, Trinity Baptist 51. And we'll very quickly go through the point totals before we sign off. For Rose Elite, in order, 16 by Aaron Rivers and Marvion Brown. Gloucester 13, Smith and Anderson 9 each. Washington 4, and Gabriel 2. For the Eagles, Brian Falcon led with 12. Jalen Hardy, Caleb Sullivan each with 7. Carter and Masbach had 4 each. Yarbrough and Mitchell 3 each, along with Haddon Sullivan. Jeriel Santana, Jordan Raines, Micah Dixon, and Amir Hardy each with 2. Well, Shadrach, thank you for joining us and helping out here. Appreciate your assistance and finally getting to say hello to you in person. Ron Angela, Tiny Brown worked the camera for us this afternoon. Alessandra Henriquez was on the live stats. Our game day coordinator is Lucas Spee, and our athletic director is John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.